Welcome back. My name is Zolisa, founder of Research Proposal and Thesis Consultancy. And today, I want to answer the question that matters most to every student before they reach out to us. Not how much does it cost, not how long will it take. The question that matters most is this: who actually writes my work? Because here is the truth, there are a lot of academic writing services online, and most of them will not answer that question clearly. They will tell you about their process, they will show you their website, they will share testimonials. But when you ask, who specifically will write my research proposal? Who will handle my thesis? The answer is vague, or automated, or it never comes at all. Today I'm going to answer that question with complete transparency, because trust starts with knowing who is behind the work. And at RPTC, we are proud of who is behind the work. Our team consists of 6 expert postgraduate qualified academic writers, not undergraduate students looking to earn extra money, not freelancers with no academic background, not artificial intelligence tools generating content, 6 postgraduate qualified human academic writers, every one of whom has completed their own degree, honors, masters, or PhD degrees. Let me tell you what that means in practice. When you come to us with a master's level research proposal on transformational leadership in the South African public sector, the writer we assign to your project has not just read about transformational leadership theory, they have used it in their own postgraduate research. They understand what a master's level literature review looks like because they wrote one. They know what a supervisor expects from a problem statement. They know the difference between a descriptive literature review and a synthesized one, because they were taught that difference and demonstrated it. They know what it feels like to sit with a supervisor who sends work back with major corrections because they have been that student. This lived academic experience is the single most important difference between RPTC and any cheaper academic writing service you might find online. Anyone with a laptop can write sentences. Not everyone can write at postgraduate academic standard. Our team can because they have done it themselves. I want to be specific about what postgraduate qualified actually means. At RPTC, postgraduate qualified means every writer on our team holds a qualification at honors level or above. The majority of our team hold master's degrees, several hold PhDs, and every writer's qualification is in a field related to the work they handle. We do not assign an education researcher to write a law dissertation. We do not assign a PhD in business management to write a healthcare thesis. The qualification must match the field, always. This is non-negotiable at RPTC, because the difference is work that sounds like a researcher versus work that sounds like a student. Your supervisor knows the difference. We make sure the work always sounds like a researcher. When you submit your order, our academic director reviews 4 things: your research field, your study level, your university's specific requirements, and any previous supervisor feedback you have received. Based on these 4 factors, we match you to the writer who is most qualified to handle your specific project. Let me give some examples. If you are writing a master's thesis on employee retention in South African public sector organizations, you are matched with a writer who holds a master's in human resource management or public administration, has written about South African organizational context, and is familiar with the specific literature in your field. Someone who has written about South African organizational contexts and is familiar with the specific literature in your field. If you are writing a PhD dissertation on educational leadership in Eswatini, you are matched with a writer who holds a PhD or master's in education, has experience with leadership theory, and understands the specific academic context of Eswatini's educational institutions. Someone who has experience with leadership theory and understands the specific academic context of Eswatini's educational institutions. If you are writing on the psychological impact of social media on adolescents, you are matched with a writer who has qualifications in psychology. The matching process takes between 1 and 24 hours, and we communicate the match to you, so you know exactly who is working on your project. Every single piece of work that leaves RPTC goes through 3 stages before it reaches you. Stage 1. The writer produces the initial draft. This is original research, not a repurposing of existing work, not AI-generated, genuine academic writing based on current literature. Stage 2. Our academic director reviews the draft. The director checks the draft against 4 specific criteria: your university's formatting requirements, any supervisor feedback you have shared with us, our internal quality standards, which require that every claim is referenced, every methodological choice is justified, and every chapter is coherent, and the overall academic tone, which must be calibrated for your study level. Honors sounds different to masters, and our director ensures it's correct. Stage 3. Turnitin is run. Every piece of work is checked for plagiarism before it is delivered to you. We target a similarity percentage of under 15% for all academic work. The full Turnitin report is included with your delivery, no exceptions. I want to address this directly because I know it is a concern. Some services use ChatGPT to generate work. We do not. Problem 1. AI-generated content is increasingly detectable by both supervisors and Turnitin AI detection tools. A supervisor who has spent 20 years reading research can identify AI writing. The sentence structure and absence of local context are recognizable. Problem 2. AI does not conduct genuine literature research. It synthesizes training data, not current literature in your specific field. It may reference papers that do not exist. It may miss the most recent studies in your topic area. It lacks local context. Our writers conduct actual literature searches on Google Scholar, on institutional databases, finding the most current research. This is why our work passes Turnitin. This is why supervisors approve it. Human writers, original research, real literature, always. Before I finish today, I want to address confidentiality directly. I know this is something many students think about but rarely ask. When you share your topic, your university, or your personal details, none of that information leaves our team, not to anyone. Everything you share with RPTC exists only within our team for the purpose of completing your project and is held in complete confidence. In the past 4 years, across more than 2,000 clients, we have maintained that confidentiality with every single student. No details have ever been shared. No client has ever had their university notified, and that will not change. Your trust is the foundation of everything we do. That is our team. 6 postgraduate qualified writers, a rigorous matching process, a 3-stage quality control system, a commitment to human written original research, and an absolute confidentiality guarantee. This is who writes your thesis. If you are ready to meet the writer assigned to your project, the process starts with one message. Send approval to the number on screen, or visit our website for your free personalized quote. Tell us your topic, your level, and your deadline. We will match you within 24 hours. Subscribe to this channel for a new video every day. Tomorrow I am going to tell you about our research approval guarantee, the offer that most people find almost too good to be true. I will see you tomorrow.